Welcome to the Around the House segment on Real Life. I'm Ronn James, Real Estate's Most Wanted. Last time we spoke with Katherine James of Set Sail and Go Home Staging, and she defined what home staging was and showed us some helpful hints. Today we're going to find out whether we always need to hire a stager and is there things that we can do as a do-it-yourself. So let's go in and meet with Katherine again, and she'll take us through what we can do on our own to benefit from her expertise. We're with Katherine James, professional home stager with Set Sail and Go. Katherine, should people always stage their home?
I don't always suggest that people stage their homes. There are situations, well, to varying degrees, everyone should always be preparing their home before they sell it. However, there are situations that perhaps you should do more or less staging. Remember what the purpose of staging is to prepare your home for sale by arranging things in a way and decorating things in a way that are going to make your house appeal to the most potential buyers, hopefully to help your house sell faster and for more money. But you always have to keep in mind your return on investment. So is the money that you put into staging your house, are you going to be able to get that back out? And that's what helps you determine to what degree you actually stage the house.
Have you ever suggested people don't stage a house?
Actually, fairly recently, twice I did do that. I was evaluating a house, doing a consultation for a realtor who had a property, and when I went in and looked at the house was in such bad disrepair that what it actually needed was major renovation. And I don't think it really mattered how I placed furniture or art or the bowl of apples on the table. I don't think that it would have detracted enough from the disrepair of the house. So in that case, sort of my recommendations were spend your money on fixing the things that need to be fixed and not stage. There was another situation where the house was lovely, in great condition. However, it was very dated, and the colors were dated, but also some of the hard furnishings were dated, meaning the cabinetry was dated, the flooring was dated, the carpeting was dated. The house was empty, the woman needed to sell fast, she did not have skills to do it, she didn't have time to do it. So if it would have just been a good coat of paint to update the house, I would have said go ahead, but updating the house with paint wasn't going to fix the cabinetry and the floors and everything else. It really wasn't worth it. It needed probably a good $25,000 or more renovation. And again, you have to think of the return on investment. Was that $25,000 going to be able to come out of the house? Well, in this case, I actually felt that it would, but it probably just would. And since it was more important for her to sell quickly, I just suggested a good clean and then put the house on the market.
Excellent. Now, I've heard another term of depersonalizing your house, and I'm not really sure what that means. Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Well, when you're depersonalizing a house, what you're trying to do is you are taking you and your family out of the house, which means you are removing personal items, things that relate directly to you and your family. Here is a really good example of a typical type of family display in a home. We have a buffet in a dining room that has some lovely children's art that is displayed. We also have lots of family pictures, a few little homemade things here. This is perfectly acceptable in a home. What you have to realize is that when you're selling your house becomes a product as soon as the for sale sign goes on the lawn. And the way your house looks when you're living in it is not the same as your house should look when you are selling it. So you need to remove yourself from the property. So we need to get rid of things like family pictures, all photos, artwork, diplomas, trophies, things like that. So why don't we turn this little family display here into something that's more acceptable for a staged home.
Terrific.
Okay, let's go ahead. All right, so there we go.
This looks amazing. I can't believe the transformation. So why did we depersonalize again?
Well, obviously this looks nice and neat and clean and actually has some style to it besides, children's artwork and pictures, which is lovely and it's perfectly acceptable in a home. But like I said, once your house is on the market, the sign is on the lawn, it becomes a product. We need to make sure that the house appeals to as many buyers as possible. What we're trying to do is remove the existing homeowners from the house, so when people come in, that they can see themselves in the home. And when you have pictures of a family and diplomas, etc., what the buyers, potential buyers, are seeing is they're seeing you in your home. And we want them to see themselves in your home.
Good thing.
So this is a more acceptable, neutral, higher appeal situation than a bank of pictures and other personal items.
It looks great. It looks amazing.
Okay, well, why don't we leave viewers with sort of one last thought about staging then. Really what you have to think about is how much money you're spending. Just remember that any money that you spend on staging is going to be less than your first price reduction.
Good thought. For more information, please try the www.realestatesmostwanted.com website for more information.